Today, we're going to talk about the symptoms of menopause and what they mean, because I don't think that women talk about this enough, and I was not prepared.
So it can include difficulty with memory, forgetfulness.
Your voice becomes shaky.
Heart palpitations, phantom smells.
I'm seeing things that I don't think other people are seeing, and it is like slight hallucination one of the symptoms.
Did you see the women nodding along in here? More and more women are turning to social media to talk about menopause and what they are going through. We're talking about it now with Halle Berry.
We are, and we are joined by two menopause experts. Dr. Jessica Shepard is with us, and also Dr. Pauline Maki. Welcome to you both again. So happy you're here. So glad we're all talking about it. I know we're laughing about it because what's the alternative? I mean, here we are. I want to start with Dr. Shepard. What are the different stages?
Yeah, it's the stages and phases, right? This is what we're talking about of people didn't know about it, our mothers didn't talk about it, but perimenopause really is that time frame that can last anywhere from 3 to 7, sometimes 10 years. This is when your estrogen is starting to dial down, when you might feel a symptom here or there, and you're like, did I feel that, did I not? Then you go into menopause, and menopause really is a very clinical term. Really what it means is you've gone 12 months consecutively without a cycle, and at that 12 month you can be like, I'm in menopause. So really, if you think about it, it's that day when you reach menopause, and that's when estrogen cannot give you a cycle anymore, and you've gone 12 months without a period. And then after that, you're postmenopausal because now you've passed that menopause phase, and you really do stay postmenopausal until you die. So I think it should be kind of like a title that you take with pride, because you are postmenopausal. So
I thought I was in menopause, and then all of a sudden my period came, and I was like, then I had to go all the way back to the beginning. Wait, I got a year
start that clock
longer. What now?
And you got post to look forward to.
I
You got postmenopause to look
And God,
forward
what is
to.
that going to be? But yeah,
It
you know.
We touched upon it a little bit about the symptoms and that, and Dr. Maki, people immediately think about hot flashes, but you know that's just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. There's so much more.
Right. So 80% of women experience hot flashes. Right? And they're real. And people used to say they were benign, but they last on average for 7.6 years if you're white and 10 years if you're black. And they're not benign, disproportionately. And they're not benign, right? They wake us up at night, so we have disturbed sleep. They affect our mood, right? And they affect our cognitive function. We're a little foggier when we have our hot flashes, right? And they happen night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year. So how can that be benign? Right? So we need to talk about hot flashes as something really important for women's health. And if you're a woman who has hot flashes into her 60s, that's a marker of who's at increased risk for heart disease later on, and also Alzheimer's disease. So we need to really look at the effects of menopause on our body. And when we go through menopause, we have physical body changes, right? So our bone changes, the way fat is distributed. I want Halle's middle. I'll take that.
Hallie has to work for this middle, because this middle is not the same middle it used to be. It's work.
It's to understand that there are estrogen receptors all over the body, in your brain, in your heart, in your muscle. And so that's why you start to see these bodily changes after losing estrogen, is because the estrogen receptors don't have the estrogen to attach to.
And this whole lack of sleep is really real. What it does to your brain. I have flooded my laundry room 3 times because I go in there and I forget why I went in there. I turn the water on, I heat up the dog food, walk out, get busy, and then I hear bop, bop, bop. My alarm has gone up and there's like 3 feet of water in my laundry. Like 3 times I've done it. 3 times. And I would have never done that before this stage of life.
Brain fog is real.
The brain fog is so real. When you don't sleep, then you're aggro, you forget things, I'm fighting with everybody. It's crazy.
I have a good hack, a tip, if you can find it. I found this product that is like a mattress pad, and it's like air conditioned.
8 Sleep?
No, this one is called Chili Pad. But it is, I have it at like morgue level.
Me too. I have this thing called 8 Sleep, and it's amazing.
It really does help to keep that bed cool. And I know you've been honest about the middle. I'm right there with you. It's just this annoying thing that won't go away. But what else did you experience that you were like, okay, this is happening, I'm in it?
Well, hot flashes, speedy heart rate, you know, for getting information.
Did you feel like it was anxiety?
Anxiety, so much so that people started to say that I probably needed to go get on medication for it. Then I felt really depressed. One of my doctors said I need to be on antidepressants. I said, no, I've managed lots of depressive states. I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's it. So there's all these things that people are trying to tell us to do because they really don't understand we're in this phase, and it's not really about medicating ourselves. It's finding other ways to get through this, right? It's not depression. It's what comes from not sleeping. Yes, you know, so how can we sleep better is the question, which is why this, you know, mattress that cools you from the bottom up really works. That's really a natural, good way to manage this. It's helped me a lot.
Whatever it takes.
So, yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.